What's going on, Tarzan? Talk to me.
I'm doing good, dude. I'm just excited to see you. I had
Excited
a
to see you. Everything good? How was the weekend?
The weekend was good. I did a show in Boston on Friday, and then on Saturday, like I drove all the way. I just thought of you because I drove to Syracuse. I had two shows at the Funny Bone on Saturday night. It was really cool. Um, but like I'm sure it happens all the time. But like this is the first time they had like an extra feature, and it was like I went up there with like something in my head, and it ended up being different, and like I had to like adjust, and like did that ever happen to you? Did you ever like get there and like
All the time.
or like you're booked, like we don't need you now? Like did they ever cancel you when you got there?
No, they always, if they double book it, they'll pay you.
Yeah.
And
Oh
either
yeah,
they
they were
send
great
you
to me.
home, yeah, they either send you home or you could do a set and they'll give you dinner. That's the standard. But you're going to get double booked all the time. It's just a part of growing up. Wait till you have to share a room with a guy because they double booked it and there's no extra hotel rooms.
Oh geez. Oh
That's
yeah.
That happens somewhere. That'll happen on somebody's tour. Some crazy club will call you. You get there and you're staying in the owner's house in the attic, and there's a raccoon.
I did that on a show. I stayed as a feature, and it was like he had me go to like this place, and it was a room in a condo. And then like that night he came in, and I was like, I didn't know you lived here too. That's crazy.
It's crazy, dog. You're gonna, hey, listen, you got to cut corners somewhere as a comedy club owner, especially in the summers. Those hotel rooms are fucking, 200-300 a night, 140. Listen, I just went to Mount something last weekend. Fucking beautiful, nice part of Jersey, an hour and a half from me, maybe an hour 15. Mount Holly, maybe, I don't fucking know. And we got a hotel room, fucking one of the best hotels I ever had. I mean, it was a regular Hyatt.
Right.
When I asked my wife what they fucking charged, she said $149 a night. You should have seen the breakfast in this joint. First off, it was eggs to order. There was a chef. I mean, and listen, I'll stay there all the time, and I'll tell you why. Because anybody who saves me breakfast money, I don't want to run around for breakfast. When people tell you, "Oh, there's this great place, you got to go there," and then you get there, and it's an hour 15 wait.
Will you wait?
Fuck no. That's why I won't leave the hotel at 8 a.m. I got to be in a hotel that has a decent fucking breakfast.
Do you go down?
Call me over.
Okay. Do you go down in your pajamas or do you get dressed?
No, you take a shower. Listen, I wake up in a hotel. I get up. I always bring something to drink, in the morning, juice or something. If there's a coffee maker in the room, sometimes I drink it just to kill the morning. You have a vapor pen to get the party started, to give you a little wind under your sail. And then you wash your pussy and you run downstairs. Before, when I check in, I know they got something for me. I'm not going to check in. They're going to hit me with a, by the way, there's no breakfast or nothing.
Oh.
And sometimes they give you the powdered eggs. But the powdered eggs will hold you over to the next time. Little powdered eggs, some of that fucking hog bacon that smells like dick, a piece of 7-grain toast, and it holds you over for an hour.
Oh my God. That breakfast saved me the last time I was in Jersey. It was that night that I got so fucked up. I slept on your couch, and I got back to the hotel, and on the way up to my room,
oh fuck you!
I still had my backpack on. I went and I got like 2 plates because I was like, oh my God, I was so hungry. We took so many edibles, I just passed out on your couch.
Oh my God! Sometimes you go downstairs and they got like eggs, they got a bunch of shit, and they got like cinnamon rolls or like cinnamon donuts and powder. You take 2 of those back upstairs to your room for Law and Order at 10 a.m. Woo! After you smoke a number, you got 2 cinnamon donuts in your room. You don't got to eat no staminka potato chips or none of that shit. It's a fucking beautiful morning,
Oh,
yeah. Comedy is. Listen, even when you're a headliner and you're in a B room, comedy is a trip. They don't treat you right till you're selling tickets.
Right.
Once you put an investment in that club, watch the difference. They give you earphones. Chick makes you a cake. You know, if you're not selling tickets, you just the club is basically giving away tickets to get people in, so they can sell them alcohol and food. You know,
Right.
And you're up there bombing. You know, thinking you're fucking Dave Chappelle, and you're up there in front of a bunch of people who don't even know how to spell Shap. Never mind Chappelle. And yeah, it's you're doing it, but there's times it's disheartening.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's why when you put in your goals, you want a headline. You better put specifically where you want a headline, because you'll end up in bowling alleys and shit. You know, for this guy, he's got a Thursday night. Listen, I'm just starting up a Thursday night. We do it at a bowling alley. You mind coming in? I'll give you an extra 300. You get there, people are touching you. You know, it's a bowling alley in rural fucking Iowa. People are touching your jeans and shit.
You do have to be specific with the universe. Like I found that like many like
oh yeah, you got to be specific with that motherfucker, because if not, he'll send you out a fucking. You'll go like, Joey, I write my goals, but you're not writing specific goals. You wrote headline. You didn't say you didn't want to headline a fucking tugboat. Fucking pulling in a ship of sailors. There you are with 12 guys. Funny thing happened to me on the way to the pier. Go fuck yourself.
I could just imagine that stupid horn going off during every punchline.
Dog, it's work. As long as you're not taking it personal, it's work. I'll give you a funny story before we get this thing going.
Okay.
I'm in LA. I'm working my ass off. It's probably 1998. And I got a call from Tribble. And he says to me, I got a great deal for you. And it was. For him, it was a great deal. He wanted me to co-headline with some motherfucking kid. I didn't know him. I knew him by name. But I didn't know him by... Now, this is 1999. This kid inspired me a lot. So, you know, the date came. I had to fly into somewhere, and he picked me up in his car. And the deal was we drove, we co-headlined. They gave us all our money, and Tribble was going to pay for the plane ticket, which was a rarity. It was a cheap plane ticket at the time, but whatever. And I remember that I was living in LA, and I was at the store. Did I have a chip on my shoulder? No, but yes. I was in prison for 4 years. Now I'm at the store doing spots with fucking Paul Mooney and all these guys. So I get up there, I'm doing a Tribble run, but I'm not acting like a fucking ass. You know, I'm just being me. And I get in the car with him, nice guy, you know, and we start talking. It gave us 4 days to get along. You know, like we had four 6 or 7 hour drives. We better get along, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't get high, but he didn't mind that I got high, you know? And I asked him like the second day, I go, so when you're in Seattle, when do you do the underground? And this guy said to me, he goes, I don't really want to get involved in that. He goes, I've been doing comedy for 9 years. I'm very happy. I do a bar by my house once a week when I'm in town. And he goes, the rest of my work is all Tribble.
Wow.
One night we wrote, and he showed me his notebook. If you think I was detailed, this guy was very fucking detailed, you know? Sets, money, jokes. Was he a great comic? He was mediocre at best. He had a wife. He had a kid. A great man once told me there's no small roles. There's only small actors. When somebody contacts you and go, yeah, I got a movie for you, it's just one line. Some people are like, one line, what the fuck? Well, it depends how you milk that line. It depends how you use it. If you say it like a mouse, it's one line. And I'll never forget that. There's not small roles. There's just small actors. And when he said that to me, it hit me to what that kid was doing. Listen, at the end of the 4 days, I enjoyed myself with the guy. We had a great time. We laughed. I think we went to a strip club. We giggled. It was like nice to see pussy. He wasn't as crazy as I was, but when I would say something crazy, he would giggle, and we had a great time. And what I realized was that there was a guy that was at peace. I thought I was at the Comedy Store and I was making it happen. No, he was making it happen on his own terms. And he was enjoying it. And he took those runs the way Bert Kreischer, Dave Chappelle, and Andrew Schultz handled a garden. To him, like that Saturday night was 300 seats. I can't believe to him it was the garden. I did this every Saturday night at the Comedy Store. 140 seats, the main room. He did this like once every 6 months. And it gave me a certain admiration. That's why I said to you, with comedy, you control it. Whatever you want to put up with that shit. He told me, because I don't want to put up with that shit. I got to go to open mics and be nice to people. He goes, they're crazy in those open mics. He goes, listen, he had an argument.
He's not wrong.
Not wrong. And he was content with who he was, with the work he was getting. He told me, I'm going to headline. And he had a plan. He said, once he starts headlining all those small towns, he's going to book theaters in them. And he'll grow from those things. And that's perfect for him. He's out of the beaten path. He said, I always have work. I forgot what the guy's name was. I don't know if he's still alive, but it really made me admire that part of comedy. Like, he didn't want to go to LA. Didn't want to do shit.
It's like one of the coolest things about like me being back here and doing comedy for a couple of years is like there is a huge like scene, like local. There's a lot of really great local comedians who could be touring, but for like certain reasons just would rather be in one spot.
Listen, they're still comedians. That doesn't make them a comedian to you or me or anybody else. They just picked a certain path. For some people, they get on a ship and they'll stay on there for 40 fucking years.
Oh, yeah.
30 years they'll stay on a ship. And am I going to be mad at them? No. Listen, when I got into this, I chose the road. Somehow or another, I ended up in Seattle. Somehow or another, I ended up in LA. I got no regrets. But I'm just telling you that everybody has a comfort zone and anybody has a place that they feel comfortable doing whatever the fuck they got to do on their rate. Listen, God bless them. But that week with that kid showed me a lot. It showed me to be happy for what I had, that I was very lucky, and that, fuck it, we got to smoke dope and keep kicking ass. Let's get this party started, Jack. What up, Mook?
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Happy fucking Tuesday. So we got to talk about this, because if not, we'll be banned from the airwaves. Give our take on it. What do you think about the Trump situation?
I didn't think it was... We'll be banned if we don't talk about it. To be honest, I found out about it between shows, and I thought it was fake at first. Like I because you never know with the internet. And then when I saw it, it was, I don't know. It was the craziest thing. I'm surprised they missed. Like they got like, but I'm on it. Like I was talking about it with some people. Thank God for a lot of reasons he didn't get killed. But like, if they had killed him, it could have been like
it would have been a
civil war. It would have been like it would have been so bad beyond someone getting assassinated. But like, now thank God that's all that happened is his ear, and he looks fucking really cool. I got it. That picture was fucking. I don't care what you think about Trump.
Nah, listen, I never thought bad about him, guys. I'm not a political guy. No. I see. Every day we got to get up to work, so I don't give a fuck what you think about somebody. The funny thing was the hatred he has on him, like, that's it. George Clooney, all of them switched. All those Hollywood, they were like, nah, that's it. We're with Trump now. They got the pictures up on Instagram now and shit. Fucking George Clooney and Trump on Epstein's Island playing the bongos. They got everything. They got everything, Everybody's changing now. Listen, he's a fucking god. He's a god now.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, they missed him. They try to take him down. Listen, like the man said, when you try to hit the king, you best not miss. And it's a different fucking world now. But the best thing about what happened, what I saw was, I got home. Listen, it happened. I'm out. 20 people text you, 20 people call you. You're on the Jersey Turnpike trying to avoid Amish nails and shit. And fucking, you get home and
There's a lot of those.
Do what you got to do. You wash your pussy. You turn the fucking TV on after a while, and you're like, let's see what happens. So I made a mistake. I threw on CNN. I don't know. I don't know which one to throw on. I know one is for the one guy.
They're all terrible.
I don't give a fuck. And I'm watching this shit, and the best part about it was when he was down, they had cameras, and all these dirt merchants, they all look like they took like a fucking bus from Florida with fucking Confederate shit on their head. They're giving the camera the finger going, fuck you, fuck you. My wife was at a restaurant with the girls after a softball game. She said the owners had to turn it off because the people kept going, fuck you to the camera, fuck you, Trump is number one, and listen, I love it. I fucking love it. You know what? He turned around, it nicked his ear, he's bleeding. He got up, he waved and shit, they went crazy. Dog, to some people, that's like Jesus coming out of the cave.
And the flag was behind him. Dude, like he couldn't have paid for a better picture.
No. That's it. I think fucking 8 countries called him today to be their president.
Yeah.
We'll take anything. Indictments, felonies. You're the president. That's it.
Because they already had like
called him today and said, listen, look, you can live here on a mansion. We got bitches. We got everything here. 74-year-old bitches all the way down to 18.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're over in America getting shot. You're a real deal.
Because you already had like that merch that was like him on tanks or him like riding an eagle. Like you've seen like this picture, like this photo looked like that. It looked like him with the flag and he had blood on his face.
Dog, I'm telling you, Rocky just fell. Like the statue of Rocky, they're kicking it right now in Philly. They're putting up a statue of Trump bleeding from his neck, his ear, fucking, with the flag. It was just tremendous. When I saw, I watched like 10 times. It was fucking tremendous. See, I grew up like when I was a kid, I got hit with 2 fucking assassinations right off the bat.
What?
I don't remember Kennedy. I could love to tell you that I wasn't even born when Kennedy got shot. I think. No, I was born. I was maybe 8-9 months. Yeah, I was about 9 months old when he got shot. I could tell you, I remember it like Terrence Howard, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I was just 9 months old. I remember President getting the shit, and then, but I do remember Syatt shooting the young brother. I do remember that, and I was a young kid, and I was scared. It was black and white. Look at you. How many edibles you take tonight? 1, cocksucker?
Mm-hmm.
Slipping.
I'm choking. I can't even handle water over here. I'm doing fine.
You can handle water. It's okay. It's okay.
And who was the second one?
Who?
Was there another? And then what about, would you consider like the Beatle guy? Would you consider that an assassination? It's kind of.
I don't know. I'm talking about political figures. You got to throw in some long-haired fucking guy that was married to Japanese queen. I don't fucking know. I'm just. Is
that his biography?
What?
The long-haired guy who was married to a Japanese person?
It's in my fucking Wikipedia. Uncle Joey's Wikipedia, all right? This is Uncle Joey's Wiki. I got to start that pretty soon.
You really do?
Yeah. Like, we go through all the, he's born in England. Who gives a fuck? Just give it to me straight. Give me the bottom line. What did he do? How'd he do it? Who'd he marry? He got 3 ugly kids. One of them is fucking, I don't know.
It could be a card game where, like, on the back, it's like how you describe a show to me. You're like, I don't know. And you could say with that guy, who is the long-haired guy married to a Japanese lady? And they would have to know it's John Lennon. And that's worth like 10 points.
The John Lennon thing was interesting because I was alive and kicking. And at that point, my mother had died already. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks. Maybe. I don't even know. It was my mother died in 79. So John Lennon either went down in 79 or in 80. And it was fresh, like it was fresh, you know, and it was a great night for me, but we'll get to it later. It was like
80, December 8th of 80.
Okay, so my mother was dead a year. She had been punching the ticket. And it's a Monday night, and I'm uptown doing acid with my buddies, the whole thing. And something happened, and we just run home. And I'm living with the Benders. Mr. Bender's in the living room, God bless his soul. And I walking on the acid, and this motherfucker's awake. I'm like, God damn it. So I sit next to him on the couch, and I'm watching all this shit. And all of a sudden, Howard Cosell just comes on and says, oh my God, John Lennon has been shot. And I remember like, that was fucking insane. And then staying up and, you know, but I remember the best thing I remember out of that is he got shot Monday night at 11 or something, right?
Okay. Tuesday,
I go to school early in the morning, and there's a mural of the Beatles, and somebody in my high school already put an X through John Lennon. I was like, all right.
Was that? It wasn't you?
No, it wasn't me. I wasn't up fucking. I've never been a graffitier, you know. Not no graffitier getting on trains, writing I love you and shit, drawing pictures of penguins. Those trains move quick. Cops beat you up. Listen, graffiti artists, they get beat up all the fucking time.
Do they really?
Yeah, because what are you going to give them, a ticket? They're going to keep fucking doing it. So you got to take them down, break a hand, break your shoulder. They got to paint with a computer, you know. They got to paint by sound or something. How do you think these graffiti artists, you know, they'd stab them or something? That's it. No
Why do you hate graffiti so much?
I don't hate graffiti. I don't hate it. I'm just saying that I would never do it because cops beat you up. It's like protesting. You know, it's the same avenue. Oh, you get into protesting, you don't worry about getting arrested. You're worried about getting dogs let on you and fucking, you know, you got to toughen your skin a little bit. Getting hit with baton. You got to go like baton classes and have them hit you in the head with a helmet and without a helmet. Did you see that guy from the Yankees get hit with that baseball the other night to the head?
No.
Friday night, the bench is cleared out in Baltimore. The Yankees were playing Baltimore. This guy threw a fucking pitch. It had to be 90 miles an hour. Go check it out on ESPN this week or something. It hit this guy in the fucking head with the helmet on. He went down, but he got up. I mean, it was a hard pitch. When they took the helmet off, he was bleeding from his fucking head.
Oh.
Like he had some type of contusion and shit. He didn't know where he was. He ran to third.
You get 90 miles an hour. Like, that's crazy.
No. So it is what it fucking is, dog. You know what I'm talking about? How were your sets this week?
They were good. I had good sets this week. I did, you know, sometimes I feel like I do well in front of like the booker or the club owner or something like that. And like they say nice things, but like nothing really ever happens. Or like I feel like I do well, but whatever. And then I did some sets, 2 sets in front of like the owner of 2 rooms, and like he like I got positive feedback. It was just cool, like actually have someone like say like, oh yeah, okay, we'd love to have you back.
Well, look, I'm gonna give it to you straight. All right, they don't like you. You don't know if they like you till you come back the second time.
Right.
I don't know. Everything else is bullshit. Every time you go to a club, you try to do good.
Right.
And you try to sell yourself for a second round. Man, this club is great. I'd love to come back. Even though the club sucks dick. You're just happy to be working a weekend and somebody hired you. So you're in there going, this is the best club I've ever worked. That guy's the best headliner. Meanwhile, he's got a toupee and he does magic tricks and remembers lines in English and shit, you know. And then you hope, but listen, it's all bullshit. So they put another check in your pocket. Don't even worry about it. For me, it's like going to an audition. You could leave there and re-go through the audition in your mind. I did this, I did that. I should, and then you don't get it. And you think that you suck, but you don't. The director had a nephew.
Oh, yeah.
And with this shit, sometimes, listen, there's friends of mine that I fucking adore. That I've been friends with from anywhere from 40 years to 20 years to 15 years. Listen, I miss calls. I'm with my daughter. I'm in the car. I know they're going to open up saying, fuck you or whatever. You miss calls, And it's the same thing with club owners sometimes. Sometimes you fall in between the cracks till something happens.
There's a lot of good comics.
I've got 2,000 stories about getting into a club and trying. And then all of a sudden the guy calls you out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. When you forgot about even sending a tape, you forgot. You were like, I don't even want to work there no more. That guy don't like me. All of a sudden he called you to do a job that you never thought he'd call you to do. You were looking for feature work. He's calling you back with a co-headline week. Okay, so, learn that now. You're going to shake their hand. You're going to say, yeah, all right. I'll see you Christmas. All right. Once you leave there, brother, you're out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, yeah. And I try not to take it personally. I really don't.
No, you cannot take it personal. This is a business.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you leave a club, and this is what I started doing, like after I moved to LA and I learned about it. And this is a serious question you got to ask yourself to test your value as a comic, to see if you're even on the same ballpark. Walk out of a club after 3 nights and go, how much money did I make them?
Right.
How much money did I make them? I sold 12 tickets Thursday night, 82 Saturday night, Friday night, and 16 on Saturday. What did I legitimately make them? Because that's it. You're a gangster. And your value to me is what you give me on Friday. Your value to me is when I come into my coffee shop and I got 6 soldiers coming in to give me envelopes, how much do I mean to you?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're in charge of bookmaking, but because you need a big envelope to get to me, you're going to start selling drugs on the side. Go partners on drugs, do that. Because it's about the envelope, And I feel bad telling people sometimes. Because that I get contacted by everybody to be a part of this or that. And everything's on the arm. Listen, if they're paying me scale. If you call me and you go, I have a pilot and it's paying you scale, 3 days, I'll do it for you. But don't call me and say we're going to shoot a pilot and then it's going to get picked up later. And I don't want to fucking hear that shit. I just don't want to fucking hear that. What are we talking about? The edibles are kicking in.
We're talking about, clubs. I wasn't sure where you were going with that story, but we were talking about.
I always go somewhere else to go back to the fucking thing, and sometimes I get off the beaten path.
Oh, I'm there too. We were talking about like clubs not bringing you back, or like.
Yeah, and that's it. You got to ask yourself, how much value did I bring to that club?
Right.
But I fucking did great. I got a partial standing ovation on Thursday. Well, standing ovations don't pay the liquor, bitch.
Right.
And it's like there's still people. I learned a fucking valuable lesson in Hollywood. And I'm going to say it right now so people fucking know, okay? The valuable lesson was it was amazing how people treated me when I wasn't selling tickets. And it was amazing how people treated me when I was selling tickets. For young comics, before you get a meeting now, they're going to tap into your Live Nation and see how many tickets you're selling. And see how many tickets you sold for the year. And see how many tickets you sold last year and the year before to see if there was growth. They're going to look at a lot of fucking things, these shows or these networks. When I got a little shitty deal from Fox 5 years ago. They went through everything. They went through everything. And it taught me that here I was thinking if you have a good idea, they'll give you a meeting. No, because a lot of people want to be in it. They want to know where the fuck you're coming from. You're going to come to me with this idea and you've never done nothing. And as a comic, they want, and a lot of comics like, I got an idea for a show. They'll listen, but then they're going to look at the background. They're going to look at YouTube numbers. They're going to look at podcast numbers. They look at fucking everything. You know, I had a kid hit me up 3 months ago. I'm shooting a pilot. I got this director. You would be great in 2 scenes. No, I wouldn't. It's not going to help your fucking project. Not going to help you at all. Put me in that. And number 2, you haven't sold the ticket since day one. You've been doing comedy 20 years. You feel like cutting through, but you don't want to step on somebody's dream. I saw it, Lee. I saw how much ticket movement influenced everything else. And look now, listen, I haven't sold the ticket in 2 years, right? Since Sony Hall. And before that, it was 2 years before that.
Okay.
People don't call me. People don't check in no more. The people who were supposed to were always on me. I could call them now and go, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. Can you help me? I'll never hear from them again.
Really?
Yep, because in their mind, stand-up, I haven't had an audition in 2 months. This machine started becoming noticeable about 2 months ago, and then I got a few offers, so I don't even know if they represent me. But the funny thing was, I don't really care. But it just goes to show you guys, without the tickets, you're funny, ha, 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 we'll go play golf. But when the chips go down, you know, you can't get mad. And that's what comics will never understand in an early stage, that it's about the tickets, and it's fucking sad. You know, I don't even want to fucking tell this story, but, you know, I was a young comic. Listen, bro, I'm not into grabbing nobody's ass or grabbing a chick's tit. That's not my bag. Even when I was doing coke, I don't want to grab your tit. I want to suck that fucking thing. And I don't want to grab your ass. I want to eat your ass. You follow me? And you know me for a long time. I'm not even a strip club guy.
Right.
You know? So, like I said, 1994, some chick said I smacked her ass. It wasn't even the chick. It was the manager at the club that saw me. And for 20 years, they made it like it was the crime of the century. And one day I bumped into her, and she asked me if I was angry at her, and I said, no. Why? Because you threw me out of your club, and I was either going to kill somebody or they were going to kill me. So you saved my life, and here I am. And 2 days later, they made me an offer. Now, did I change that much in 20 years? Or he sells tickets now. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. And how much the money like overweighs morals at certain points.
And we're overweight. I felt bad. I took the money. At the time, I had a 2-year-old. But if it was any other circumstance, I wouldn't have taken the money, because now you want to take my money now that, you know, that I'm selling tickets. But 20 years ago, it was a crime. For 10 years, people came in here and told you to book me, and you said no. That I was banned, and all of a sudden, I'm not mad at anybody, but that just goes to show you. And I need comics, young comics, to really understand that we're paying attention. Club owners, club bookers, they're all paying attention to your talent. But once it gets into the meat and bananas of it, you know, when I'm a booker and I book rooms around Boston, Rhode Island, and Maine, I call the club. I tell them I'm going to bring 4 comics in there, give them a weekly show or a monthly show, and they pay me a fee. $350 to book the room. I get 10 rooms. I make $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
As a
not
book.
a bad way.
God forbid I go, Lee, you're hysterical. Give me your commission. I'll book you. He ain't going to book you. He's just taking extra money off the top. He's only got 16 rooms. What's that going to do for you? It's not even 32 weeks. It's not even 32 weeks. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's 16 isolated dates. So that's what young comics don't fucking understand. It breaks my heart. But at the same time, I didn't understand it either. But when people would talk to me about their issues, I would go, who gives a fuck? Just be funny. All that goes away by being fucking funny.
I would hope so. But
all that bullshit goes away. But then now you're funny. Ralphie made another guy who gave me advice one time. He goes, you're never going to do nothing with your career because you're playing to the back of the room. He was right. The back of the room don't pay your bills. The front of the room pays your bills. Those losers in the back, yelling when you crack a joke, they don't pay your bills. The audience pays your bills. Do the material towards them.
Right.
That's why they say when you're a comics comic, you don't sell tickets. Because the comics like you. The audience don't. The comics like to see what you do to the audience and think you're cool by torturing them or tell them they suck dick or whatever the fuck it is that you think. But no.
It's like, because I talk to a lot of open micers. I'm at open mics all the time. And I love going to comedy clubs. But most of they would like the show to be good, but at certain clubs you get the impression that it's like they don't really. If they sell out, they're much happier with a mediocre show that sells out than a great show that is like a half full.
I always rather have a great show.
Me too.
Me too. Listen, I went down the route of, I can't say perfection, but I went down the route of, after a while you start caring about the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
I always very much cared about the consumer in tickets. And that's you got to love your audience. You got to love your fucking audience. You can't, for years in comedy, it's you against them. You ever feel that way? In comedy,
against the audience?
Yeah, it's you against them. There's one part of your career where it's like, fuck them. Guys, you got to love them for them to love you. And they have to know that you love them. Once they know you love them, they'll jump off a cliff for you.
Ooh, I like that, though.
What won't they do for you?
Okay.
I was thinking of bombings. Like I was talking on the Patreon podcast today about a bombing I took at Freaky Monday. Freaky Monday was one of the best nights in Hollywood. Every agent was there. Every fucking comedian was there. And I took an 8-minute bombing there one night. And I took it so personal. And I think I was telling you that I actually picked up and left LA and fucking went on the road to shit rooms. Because, people were like, well, did you listen to the tape? There was nothing to listen to.
It was just that bad.
Everybody makes so many excuses for you. And I go, no, it was me. That's the beauty of stand-up, that you have to also know when to stop and get out of your body and look inside yourself and go, hey, this sucks. Come on. This sucks. And if you don't think I did that a lot, I did that a lot. That's why I'm not going on stage now. This sucks. This is a third of what I could do. This is a fourth of what I could do. This sucks. I'm the type of guy I could say that to myself. I ain't going in front of that audience. I haven't written a joke. I didn't even remember the old ones.
Wow.
When you see me do all those sets, there were sets I wrote that night on the way up there.
I know.
When I go to Rogan's, I come out with like 11 minutes the first show. And then the second show, I do 14. Then by the time I do the third show, I'm up to 20, 18. I'm okay. I don't have no material. You ask me if I write jokes. Yeah, I write stupid fucking jokes. Not in this notebook. But no, this is my podcasting notebook. You know what I'm saying? So
that would be crazy.
I got my mushrooms today too.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ!
Things. Ooh,
holy shit! They
came through like a motherfucker. They sent me some Louis Vuittons. They sent me those other little dirty ones, the Ghost. Ooh.
Oh, those are small ones?
Yeah. They sent me fucking.
Those are creepy.
Bars. I love the peppermint. Oh, the one looks really creepy. The one mushrooms, bro, they look creepy. Once this show finishes, I'm going to launch on these. I'm going for a nice ride. I'm going to go watch Jimmy's son play basketball, roll a joint, and go out there with some off and kill some fucking mosquitoes. Hopefully the mushrooms will make me watch them just fall from the sky to the ground.
That's quite a plan for your Monday evening.
Please no. And I step on them, you cocksucker. I won't step on them. I believe in karma. I'm a half a Buddhist. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do it. You can't be bugging. The other day, my wife killed a bug. I almost lost. Like, I see that same bug walking around. It's a pretty little fucking. She goes, no, it's not. It's one of those things that you kill because they eat your grass or they eat the fucking trees. All right.
Why don't you kill bugs?
Because it's not Christian like. Remember I told you when I was a kid, I was so angry at the world. I used to kill bugs, innocent bugs, ants. What's an ant got to do with me? He's just carrying a piece of ham from. Oh, God. I got to tell you what I saw the other night. Dog, this shit scared the fuck out of me like I haven't been scared in 20 years. Okay, I'm going out. It's about 9:30 Friday night. I'm going to take a little walk. The girls were in the pool. The coaches, all people. I go, let me take a little walk and put a little fucking wind under my sail, right?
Okay.
I step out of the fucking hotel. I'm about to light this fucking bone of death. And all of a sudden, a fucking a squirrel. And it wasn't, I don't know, it jumped out of this fucking garbage with a glazed donut around his mouth. This motherfucker was running with the glazed donut, and then it fell, and he stopped like it was stale, so it broke in half. He dropped a little piece. This motherfucker was carrying the other big piece of the donut, like a little quarter, like he was on those tires. You ever see those fucking guys with tattoos that carry the tires, the truck tires, and try to push them over? This little squirrel must have weighed a pound. This donut was 3 days old. It must have weighed 18 fucking pounds. And this poor squirrel was pulling it. And then I just walked away because I just want him to eat the donut. You know, like eat the donut, little squirrel. Don't take. He's like, look at this fat fucking guy. He's gonna take my donut. No, I'm not gonna take your donut.
And why was it so scary? Did you see it jumped out or something?
It just jumped out. I wasn't expecting that.
Where was it? Like, how close did it get to you?
3 fucking feet. The garbage can was right there. I looked out, said, what a beautiful night. And all of a sudden, and a fucking squirrel flies out with a flying donut in his mouth. Like, oh, shit. Thank God I didn't have those mushrooms because I would have really shit my pants.
What about, like, I've heard about, like, New York having a rat problem. Do you ever, like, have, like, a bunch of rat stories?
New York's had some rat problems since I was a fucking kid. They're getting bigger and bigger. That's why I don't go to New York.
You've seen them?
Last time I saw a rat in New York was about 5 fucking years ago.
Oh, where did you see it?
I was doing the old stand. The old stand. All right?
Okay.
I went outside to smoke a joint and collect my thoughts before I went on stage.
Right.
And I got the worst fucking panic attack from all the cars going by. We live in LA, you know, we're on a corner with shorts on. These fucking cars are flying past me. People are beeping, beep, 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 lights and shit. I'm going into a small panic attack. And I turn around and there's a bodega and there's a bunch of garbage bags in the bodega on the side. And I'm looking at the garbage for some reason. And all of a sudden it was like a punching bag. I saw the thing go, 2 rats got into a fight in the garbage, and all of a sudden the one rat came out. That motherfucker was huge. He had a tail that was 2 feet. I'm like,
no. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I go, fuck this. I'm going back into the fucking stand. I don't need this shit. Cars beeping, fucking rats. What the fuck is going on here?
I would be okay seeing it in like the subway, but
the subway that they keep going. You're like, what the fuck? Am I seeing things? You ever see those? You wait for the subway and they're walking past you.
I haven't seen one yet.
I don't like mice. I gave blood to some guy on Friday, and he was taking the blood out, and we were talking about fear. And he goes, the only fear I've ever had. This guy was a big fucking black dude. He goes, the only thing I'm scared of is mice. I see a mouse, I move out of the apartment. Dog, I feel like I see a mouse, I want to burn the fucking place down. I don't like mice. I'll always have cats. Always.
Yeah.
Always. Especially where I live now. This is those little fucking mice, they live all over the backyard. I don't see them. Jimmy has them more.
Really?
Jimmy Quarantine's got them more up there. Yard rats, or they're just little things. Jimmy finds everything by his house. That motherfucker had deer living in his backyard. Baby deer, possums. He's got everything over there in his back because he's right across from wilderness.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's crazy. I hate mice in my house.
Oh, I hate all that shit. What do you got this week, Mouse?
The 19th and the 20th, which is Friday and Saturday, I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana at the Summit City Comedy Club with Josh Wolf.
Okay.
Really excited about that. On the 21st, I'm in Lowell, Massachusetts, and I'm really excited. This is September 6th and 7th. I'm headlining Nick's comedy stop in Boston.
Look at you and shit.
So I'm really excited about that. I got a cool poster made.
September 6th and 7th?
Yeah, Friday and Saturday. One show each night, 8 o'clock.
Is that Labor Day weekend or after Labor Day?
It's after. I think it's after.
Look at you, Lee Syatt. Busting
Yeah,
out Labor Day date.
Really excited that they asked me. And you know, I grew up here, so it's really cool to like headline it's like a legit club. It's a legit club in Boston, right next to the fucking Wilbur Theater. I'm really excited. I'm gonna have a lot of my really funny friends from the area on shows. So I've known for a little bit, but I'm really excited to do it.
Man, I'm proud of you, cocksucker.
Thanks, buddy.
You're a fucking animal. Headlining Knicks and shit.
Oh yeah.
You bringing a tomato guard? What are you doing?
Am I what?
You bringing like a tomato guard in case they throw tomatoes at you?
Yeah, if you want to throw tomatoes at me, fine. But I would love if
I'm not gonna throw.
Not you.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm. Oh, trust me. Can you imagine if they had tomatoes at the one in Hartford? Like I've had bombs, but I'm not gonna bomb at Nick's. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah,
Chinese food still there? Is it the Chinese place?
No, I don't think.
It's not Nick's at Kowloon anymore.
No, there's shows at Kowloon, but I don't think it's Nick's.
Oh, I wish you were headlining Kowloon's. You had a chance of me going up there and shit.
Oh, that would be.
They got rice at Kowloon's, and they got it's a little darker. It's like a little darker.
It's a lot darker. Yeah, it's like almost like brown, but it's fucking. I love it, dude. If you want to come up, gotta be honest. I'll go and get Kowloon and bring it to the show. But I know you. It's a long fucking drive.
You can't drive Chinese food. You gotta eat it there like a doctor.
Okay. I'll put your hotel right by Kowloon.
What's that? Now, September 7th, is that Labor Day?
Let me check. I don't think so. I think it's the week after because I think I'm in Saratoga. I'm in Saratoga, New York the week before then. I'm almost positive that's Labor Day. Let's see. No, Labor Day is the 2nd. Okay. So we probably get that Monday off. So it's a week after Labor Day.
I think I come back. I'm going to Delaware or something that week. We're going away.
Okay. You're going to what are you going to do in Delaware?
I'm going to look for Biden. What the fuck you think I'm going to do? There's a beach down there. Yeah.
I don't know what you do in Delaware. I don't know much about Delaware.
In the world. I'm going down Rehoboth, whatever, down Dewey, Rehoboth. And then I got to go to Cape May for a softball tournament. We were supposed to go to a casino. DraftKings wasn't ready with it yet. So, listen, it is what it fucking is, buddy. I'm enjoying my summer. I'm having a great time. You know, you asked me if I still write, and I told you today. I gave you a lesson that was extraordinary. You know, your first reaction to things.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong, right, or indifferent is usually your best reaction. And you have to throw something deep to get a reaction. And one thing, listen, I wasn't good at writing jokes. I wasn't good at a lot of things as a comic. But one thing I was really good at was getting the party started with a joke that got to the issue and was short and quick.
Okay.
And explosive. You know, somebody said Yakima, Washington the other day, and I started giggling. Yakima, Washington was when I noticed I could get away with that. I checked into the hotel at Yakima, Washington, which was a triple room. I think I did it with Josh Wolf.
Okay.
They gave you a hotel. Now, when I was driving into Palm Springs, into Yakima, Washington, it said, "Welcome to Yakima." It's the Palm Springs of Washington.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know nothing. I just read the sign. I don't know nothing. I made a mental note. I get to the hotel room. I go to lay down. It's like 4:30. We get there like 3 hours before the show.
Right.
And the bed was so old. They had a magic fingers bed.
Oh, what is that?
The ones you put a quarter in and it moves around while you're fucking and sucking.
No.
You call it a massage bed, but it's really like how they fucked in the 70s. So you go in there with a bunch of quarters and you fucking put them in the slot, and then you lay in the bed and it shakes you around like until you get fucking dizzy and puke, right? Like an idiot. But some people use it to fuck in the 70s. Now this is 97. The bed's 28 years old, or they bought it from somebody, you know.
I would hope they change the mattress.
Well, whatever. It's the box spring that jolts in the fucking thing, right? So I'll never forget going downstairs and I said, thank you. Yakima was a great welcome. You know, I don't know if I used Palm Springs at the time, but I go, the hotel I'm staying at has a magic fingers bed. I put 2 quarters in it. I took a nap and I woke up with a thumb in my ass. Okay. I don't remember the joke. It was a little harder hitting because it was like 6 words, the joke. You know, and I still remember on the plane to Vegas with Rogan. Fucking 15, 20 years ago. We're going to Vegas. 2004. We're going to Vegas, the House of Blues. And I see that sign. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And right there, my first reaction was, if I fuck you in the ass, I'm telling somebody.
That was your first reaction?
That was my first reaction. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But if I fuck you in the ass, I'm telling somebody. I fucking went up there with that. Bam! It worked for years.
That was fuck. Oh my God.
It's my first reaction. And it clears the room. It tells the room who I am. It lets the room know what time it is. I don't want no games. I don't want no hoops or ha's. I don't want nothing.
Would you open with that at like the start of the show?
Vegas show, like the 3 years after that, I opened with that.
Wow, that's a crazy first joke.
Even though I don't like using, and I used to write jokes just for that city to come out like that.
That's crazy.
And you know, and everything counts. Everything before you fly in, you go online and or as soon as you land, you buy the local paper. You know, these are all exercises to write. I don't want you to write out of a paper because then you throw away material. But there's got to be one fucking article in there. A guy walked into a bank with a mask of Jaws. There's got to be something in that newspaper. And those people have heard it. So they know by you throwing it up, you just won them over. So if you come out with one of those local jokes and then run it for about 8 minutes and then throw their secret out, that's it. Okay. You can just take your dick out and give out sperm pills. They just come up to you like when you go to Catholic church, the body of Christ. It's like eating fucking little sperm shots to the mouth.
So, like, let me ask you this, because would your expectation for that joke be like lower? Like, if that joke about the city doesn't get like huge laughs, it's okay because at least now like they like you a little bit more. Is that what you're saying? Like
up a little bit. And if it doesn't, listen, very seldom. Listen, you don't know how many times my first joke was great and then I bombed. Okay, many a night. Right. But at that time, I was just fighting for that first joke. Listen, no matter what people say, they like you within the first 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. How many people walk up to you and you look at me and go, "Look at this fucking fat fuck. Look at this beauty. Look at this chick. She needs a new shoe. Look at this." You know. It's the little things we say to each other that are cute and funny, but that's the same way the consumer looks at you when you're on stage or the person who's watching comedy.
Right.
So, you know, that I want to get, when I walk on stage, they don't know what to expect. I look like a gorilla. I got big hands. They don't know. I'm Cuban. I look Italian. I'm from Jersey. So I had to fucking let them know. Clear the air. Espiritos.
And that's a big one to open with. But it's crazy to think about, like, first how important first impressions matter.
Because people don't want to hear you sick. If I go to a fucking green room, if I get to a green room and I eat if I go to dinner, right? If I go to dinner at the sushi place, let's talk about Tempe. Mm-hmm. You remember fucking Tempe Improv for a while, and all you could eat sushi. Who the fuck eats sushi in Tempe? Okay. All right.
Not many people.
No. So I remember going there, young comic, well, I was never young, $13.99 before the show. I ate some of the sushi, and within 20 minutes, I'm farting weird, and I'm smelling, and I got to go in and shit for 2 hours. And they bring me up on stage. And that's exactly what I said. I ate downstairs at the sushi joint. I haven't stopped shit. Bam! And people were like, yeah, I ate that too. I got sick. Yeah, everybody gets sick. Who eats fucking sushi in Tempe? I mean, this is a long fucking time ago, Even Ralphie
Right.
May got like sick in the hospital one time. He went down there. He thought he was in Japan with John Lennon eating fucking sushi off nasty girls and shit. He came back with some bacterial, a twitch, his fucking... So every town has that. And then you build on it. And if every town has a monument. These are little things to break the ice. So you're not going up there with the same stupid opening joke. Hi, thank you for being here. Me and my girlfriend just broke up until we were together. Who gives a fuck? Hit me with something that I don't know and hit me hard because I've had a rough fucking day. And take me for a ride.
Right.
Take me for a fucking ride. People want to be taken for a ride. I do. I mean, I don't want you to pull up with the white van and go get in. No, I'm talking about people.
A comedic ride.
Yeah.
You want.
It's fun, man.
It's so much fun. And it's crazy how, like, I've noticed the shows, like, if I didn't have good energy, like, I didn't do as well. And there's more to just, like, than the jokes. And it's crazy, like, even just, like, getting energy in the room. Like, I've started to, like, try to be more, like, physical. Like, it's just, there's so many things that can really, like, it just adds to the show.
You've been doing comedy for 7 years, if you're lucky.
In November, it'll be 7 years, yeah.
Does it fucking matter, Lee? It's 4 months away. Anyway.
I don't know. Just being...
In November, it'll be 7. Who gives a fuck? It's a learning experience. And I don't, like I told you a couple weeks ago, I think that all these people, I mean, the world is jumping on comedy right now. And it makes me excited. Like when I started in 91, that was the blow up of the 90s and 2000s. Those are the guys you're seeing now, These guys that are getting into the business now with all these clubs opening, it's a great time to be a comic. But I always wanted people to know it's a journey. And I fucking stress it every week on this podcast. That this is not, a fucking, you're just going to get in it and it's guaranteed.
There's definitely going to be downtime.
There's a girl I talked to. I've known her close to 26 years. We were running neck and neck for a while. Now she just does spots in LA at places that you would do. 4 o'clock with a box behind you. And everybody's really excited to be there. Oh my God, this is so exciting,
I've done that show.
Huh?
I've done that show.
We've all done that show where you get there and there's like 2 boxes and everybody's really excited and you're the only guy that gets on stage anywhere. And they're like, thank you for coming. And then you get there and it's just people being cute and people there to support.
Their friend, yeah. Each table is for one comic.
Hours and shit. What are we doing here? This is comedy.
Right.
That's the route she took. And now she saw that everybody blew her by. And now we've been talking a lot lately about her going to Austin maybe. And, like I said, if you want to do comedy, there's 10 spots in 3 days for you. If you really want to do comedy. If you go down there to hug you up with Joe Rogan, it's not going to work out for you. Unless I want you to put in your goals. I'm going to go down there and do comedy and fucking become a killer. And then showcase for Rogan September 2025. That's the fucking thing. But if you're going down there for salvation, there's no salvation down there. There's too many killers down there right now. Too many killers.
And it's like crazy when you start having to like make decisions. Like I feel like there's because I know there's gonna be ups and downs, but do you think it's possible is it possible to make every right decision and have no downs? Or
No.
Okay.
If you made every decision right, you wouldn't be doing this. You'd have
That's true.
900 million in the bank going on fucking 10 billion in 2 weeks. So don't have, are you fucking crazy, Lee?
I have so much anxiety about stuff like that. I wish I didn't.
Just be funny. You know the rules to be funny. You sat in the room with the best comics in the world for 7 years, and they all reiterated the same shit I reiterated.
Yeah.
What do you have anxiety about? There's 2 words, yes and no. Okay? 2 words. And no is the strongest fucking word in the dictionary. And as comics, we don't learn to say no till it's almost too fucking late.
Right.
Because a part of a comic wants to be on stage every fucking day. If this is what you want to do while you're eating pussy, you're thinking about, I got to get out of this fucking monkey and go do a spot right now.
Right.
Okay? That's
Absolutely.
it. Just be funny. I don't know what, you got no business. There's no business. It's a couple yardsticks at a fucking third-rate comedy club. That's not business. You just take it in. You're going to lose. You're going to make. You're going to lose. You're going to make. It's just bad weeks. That's why you keep a little gig. It's not business. This is comedy still. That's the business.
Okay.
Is bringing it to your home court, which is comedy. And 2 words, yes and no. How is this going to help me? That's a decision on your own. But these weeks that you're putting together, these weeks, they're no money.
Right. Then
It's going to
not
be
at the beginning.
and you're losing the first year until you call me one day and go, I can't do this no more. Stay out of there. Like I told you, stick to this. You know, this is the game plan. You're not going to make a bad mistake as long as you're getting on stage.
Okay.
As long as you're not calling CAA and telling them who the fuck you are, and you're not bothering the improvs and telling them who you are, you're fine. Because the last I checked, Aaron Bontempo's been there 27 years, and she ain't going nowhere. And she remembers every time you bumped.
Really?
So those are the clubs you don't want to fuck with. Everything else, Dickie's Hideaway, who gives a fuck? Go there, do the show, and light it on fire. The world will be that much fucking lighter at the end. You know this, and I know this. There's no business. The business is be as funny as you can right now. That's the business. Your phone's going to ring, and some of it's going to be good, and some of it's going to be bad. But no anxiety, no stress. You're not going anywhere.
Look, I mean, I a little bit. I'm starting to. I am getting booked.
I know, but you're not going anywhere. So slow down. Take your time. Breathe. This isn't anxiety. This is every comic goes through this. And you have to navigate your way through on what's bullshit and what's not. And the only way to figure it out is to do it and take the hit or, you know, whatever. Sometimes you might lose 400, but you got a chick to sit on your face for 4 nights. Is it really a loss?
No.
You're doing what you want on your fucking terms.
Okay. No, I
What's everybody in America, your generation, everybody wants to put extra effort and extra stress on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen America do this to themselves. I see this every day. People putting stress on themselves that doesn't exist. There's no stress. What's the fucking square root of this career?
Being funny.
What are we talking about here? Being funny.
I guess you're right, yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about your stupid videos with your feather in the hats, and nobody gives a fuck. Kevin Hart's worth $500 million fucking dollars, and you want to put a picture up of you eating a lobster tail with a feather in your hat. Let me know who the fucking idiot. You know, just be funny. No costumes. No tattoos are going to make you funny. That hairdo's not going to make you funnier. The blue shirt ain't going to make you funnier. Well, if I get tattoos and drink on stage, that ain't gonna make you funnier.
Nothing.
That's it. Well, if I dye my hair with a Cherokee in the middle, people will think, no, that they'll think of what you are, a fucking poser trying to be a comic. Just be a comic. You don't need tattoos. You don't need the gold chains. You don't need to drink on stage and sip on a glass. Who's drinking tonight? You ever see those kind of, who's partying?
Oh, yeah.
It's Friday night. Who's not partying?
Right.
That's gibberish. That's gibberish. That does nothing. I'd rather not say a word and come out there and suspend. But how you guys doing tonight? Who's drinking tonight? Woo! If I hear a fucking woo at a comedy show, I don't want to hear woos. That means you're a cheerleader.
Right.
Woo, woo, woo. You know, let's support the truth. Woo! Who's American? Woo! Who hates Spanish people? Woo! I don't want those woo people. Leave them on CNN. You know what I'm saying? Woo! 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 What the fuck is woo?
Would you say that to them at the shows?
What?
I don't want them. Like,
I used to date a girl for fucking 5 years. Everything was woo. Shut the fuck up. Play woo for a hillbilly show, not the fucking stand-up comedy. Woo-hoo. You know, what the fuck is wrong with people?
I had no idea.
It's Tuesday morning, motherfuckers. Take it and run. I'll see you next week, cocksucker.